2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side, Sip. It goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3.
West Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, and good evening, everybody. I'm Leif Bach, and thanks for being with us here on yourliveevent.com. Game 6 out of 7 coming your way here on Your Live Event from Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. They've turned the lights on here at Hendrickson Field, and so we're going to play a few games under the lights as the sun is beginning to set. The first time the sun's been out, well, it's been out for an hour or so now, but good to see it. We're coming back in just a bit with your Irie Insurance pregame show. It's yourliveevent.com, and we have got some baseball action, Hillsboro Central Valley and Northern Cass on the way.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Stella Benson with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
And welcome back to Hendrickson Field, everybody. I'm Leif Bach, and we're in Enderlin, North Dakota for the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's IHRYINS.com. Well, let's take a look at our two teams here. Both 3-0. We just witnessed Northern Cass beat the Kindred Richland Vikings in a shutout of 3-0 in a Region 1 matchup. 7 innings of play. Now we're back to normal 5 innings, 90-minute time in this invitational. And so in that situation, here we are. 3-0 are the Northern Cass Jaguars after that win. 3-0 are the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros after they defeated the Thompson Tommies in the game just before that, 6-5 on a wild pitch. Walk in, score in, run in. It was very interesting and not exactly how Coach wanted it to go. I talked to Coach Walsh briefly afterwards, and he said, hey, we'll take the win, so that'll work for them. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Coming up in just a bit, we've got your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups as well, so stick with us on yourliveevent.com. The Irie Insurance pregame show continues.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro has Meridian Manufacturing seed tenders on the lot. The 405 model is trailer-mounted self-filling unit featuring and equipped with the auto conveyor, one-click dispense. Quite a feature. You'll enjoy it on your farm. And the 375 is on trailers or skid-mounted models available. Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro. You can reach Tim at 701-430-0877 or Larry 218-368-7989. Meridian Manufacturing seed tenders from Bloomfield Enterprise Hillsboro.
Welcome back, everybody. The Irie Insurance pregame show from Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota for this matchup between the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. It's been decided that the Northern Cass Jaguars will be home on the scoreboard in this game. And so with that, we will get here to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life. They've got great careers and quality products, and it's a grower-owned business. CrystalSugar.com is where you can find more American Crystal Sugar. As we talk about the Northern Cass Jaguars, who will be taking the field first, they'll be starting this way with Jacob Larson. He'll lead off, but he'll be playing second. Trey Husar. He will be playing left field and in the second slot. In the 3 slot is Keegan Neva, who we saw just pitch very well. He'll be at shortstop. Cam Van Wetchel in the 4 slot playing first base once again. Jackson Hill will be out in right field batting in the 5th slot. Jack Metzger in the 6th spot playing center once again, with Carter Oslin playing third base and batting 7th. Timothy Mayer will be catching and batting 8th. Nathan Cohen is the designated hitter, batting 9th at the bottom of the order, so that leaves Matthew Metzger, who will be on the mound for the Jaguars. The Northern Cass Jaguars are coached by Sam Johnson. Tom Clapp is the assistant coach. Let's get to your Hillsboro Central Valley starting lineups here. They'll be batting first as the guests on the board. That includes leading off to start the game will be number 2, Gavin Beliles, who will be playing in center field. On deck is Braden Walsh. He'll be at second base in this contest. And Cole Hebel will be in the batting in the hole, playing right field this time. Aaron Johnson will be at first and batting 4th. Batting 5th, Gannon Limke. And out in left field, Devin Johnson will be catching and in the 6th slot. In the 7th slot is Andrew Doolam, and he'll be playing at shortstop. Alec Magnuson will be pitching for this one and batting in the 8th spot. And Kyle Halfley will be playing third base and batting 9th. Head coach, once again, for the Burros is it's Nathan Walsh, and Benjamin Strand are the coaches for Hillsboro Central Valley. There's a look at your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups, all part of our Irie Insurance pregame show. We're getting warmed up and ready to go. We'll be coming back with baseball action from Hendrickson Field. Jaguars and Burros baseball here on your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176. American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Triple E in.
Well, Gavin Beliles will start off here for Hillsboro Central Valley against Northern Cass, and the first pitch will be fouled off. Strike one to start here. Want to say thanks once again to Irie Insurance for sponsoring our pregame show here as we get to pitch number 2, and that'll be a ball to bring the count to 1-1. This is game 6 of the day out of 7, so stick with us after this as we'll have another baseball game for you. This one going to come up short of the plate and be ball 3 here for Matthew Metzger of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Count is 3-1 here to Gavin Beliles. That one on the outside, and a walk to start off this game as the entire Enderlin Eagle team hangs out to my left here up in the Crow's Nest. They're getting ready, getting jacked up for the last game of the day. They're going to play on their lights, and they're excited about that. Left-handed batter here, Braden Walsh for the Burros. Nice steal there as first pitch was outside. Beliles has some wheels underneath him, and Walsh looking for a 1-0 pitch, turns into a 1-1 as a strike comes in. Looks back now, throws home. That'll be just a little bit high and maybe outside for ball number 2 here to Braden Walsh, the first baseman for tonight for the Burros. Beliles on his way to third, slides in, gets the steal once again, as that last pitch was a little bit high and outside for ball 3. Count is now 3-1. Hard swing, and I was off on the count. That last one was a strike, and he swings through, and there's out number 1. Nice pitch there for Metzger. So 1 out on the board, a runner on third, and another left-handed batter who is Cole Hebel. He cranked a home run in the last game that the Burros played, and he was my player of the game. Doing a lot of good things. Enbridge Energy player of the game with a double, a home run, and a single. This one fouled up and high, back to the left. Catcher trying to run it down and will go out of play. That'll bring our count to 1-1. Kind of nice. The wind has died down now. The sun was out briefly, so it warmed the field up. It's been a little bit chilly up here in the Crow's Nest the entire time, press box, and as this pass ball goes by, Beliles will take a chance and come on home and score. So good job there for him. Count is 2-1 here to Hebel. Here comes the next pitch with nobody on now as that runner scored. So that pitch was a 3-1 pitch. Now it brings the count full as Hebel was about to walk away and umpire calls late strike. This one fouled straight down. It'll be foul ball. So our count remains full. 1 out on the board, nobody on. Metzger gets set on the mound. Here comes the pitch. This one going to be high and away, so a walk occurs for Cole Hebel. Well, Aaron Johnson will now come to the plate. He's the first baseman. We saw Johnson play shortstop on the last game. Hebel got a little too far away for the comfort of Metzger, so he throws to Van Weichel. All is well at first base. Looks over his shoulder. Right-handed batter Johnson is. Metzger taking his time. Now he'll step off, and time is called as a little breeze goes through, as Metzger was really just counting the seconds there on the mound and wanting to see what's going to happen. Here we go with the pitch. This one's going to be high. Ball 1. They're watching Hebel closely at first, but he'll trot back. Now this time Hebel will go as the ball gets past Mayer behind the plate. So there's a steal. Count will be 2-0 at the plate, and the runner is advanced to second now. Here's the next pitch. This one catches the outside edge for a strike, so now Johnson's seen one. Knows where the outside of the zone is going to be. Metzger glances back. He'll throw forward. This one on its way to center. That one is on a ride, going to be all the way back to the fence. It's snagged out of the air. So a big grab and out number 2 by the center fielder, Jack Metzger, who is right up against the viney fence. That'll keep the runner at second, and again, out number 2. So Gannon Limke will come up to bat for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. 2 outs, a runner on second, and the right-handed Limke steps up to the plate. He's playing left field. First pitch comes into him as a ball. I have to say that Limke's got one of the most unique batting stances I've seen in a long time. Metzger decides to turn around to throw back to second. No issues there, so maybe that means if you're Hebel, maybe you're able to take a little bit more of a lead off there. But he's watching you closely from the mound. Here's the pitch. High inside, ball 2. So the count is now 2-0 at the plate. A runner on second. There's 2 outs here to start off our game. Next pitch, grounder. Going to split the gap between third and short. Rolls into left field. Coach Walsh says, go ahead and head home, Hebel, and so it'll be an RBI single for Limke.
RBI single brings up number 17, Devin Johnson.
Two runs have come in now for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros to get things started as we go to the 6th batter, Devin Johnson. He'll be the catcher for this second game. He caught in the second half of the first game they played today, as this one is low outside, ball 1, and then Limke slides into second on the steal. So now Limke standing at second. Metzger going to worry about the guy at the plate as this ball is low, ball 2, and brings our count to 2-0. 2 outs on the board, and the Burros lead the Jaguars 2-0 here in the top of the first on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. This one comes in for a strike. Good pitch. Next one going to be fouled off to the backstop for strike number 2. Brings the count to 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Two's on the board. Here comes the next pitch. This one swinging, and nice snag by the catcher, and that'll be 2 strikeouts for Metzger there on the plate. So that'll be 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Here in the top of the first, we go to the bottom. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Burrows lead the Jaguars 2-0.
Is cheering on the Raiders. As they compete both on and off the field and on the court, you put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated, 701-668-2258, or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with a team from Triple E Incorporated in Page. The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
Here in the bottom of the first inning, we go to the mound and see Alec Magnuson, the senior, will be pitching. And starting off to lead off for the Jaguars here is Jacob Larson, the second baseman. Trey Hussar is on deck, and Keegan Neva is in the hole. Cam Van Weichel batting cleanup this evening as Magnuson continues to warm up, and everybody keeps doing their thing here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad to have play-by-play action for you. We've got one more game after this, part of the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. It'll be Harvey Wells County versus Enderlin, as the Enderlin team sits off to my left and hanging out, doing the announcements, running the clock. They've got a nice field here, and they've done a really nice job setting this up, this Invitational. It's been good. And so credit to them and their coaches and the guys who organized this. And thanks so much to all our sponsors for making it possible for us to broadcast here from the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. Once again, the leadoff is Jacob Larson for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Magnuson is on the mound. Bottom of 1. We just saw the Jaguars blank the Vikings of Kindred Richland as strike 1 comes in for the first pitch. Both teams are 3-0 here. This one on the inside for a ball. Count will be 1-1. Magnuson stands at, if I remember correctly, because they don't have it on the roster here, I believe he's 6'1" or so. Maybe he's taller than that as he throws another strike. Pretty good basketball player. Watched this Burrows basketball team through the season as a swinging foul ball strike. Well, not a strike because we're already full there. Count will remain 1-2. All the lights on here at Hendrickson Field. They play football in the outfield. I came and helped with the game early on in my Your Live event career here, as that one was low ball 2, so the count will be 2-2. A unique field, that is for sure. This one swung a bouncing grounder to the second baseman, trying to gather up, will get the pass, and your throw in time, and not quite. As trying to gather it up there was Walsh, and he bobbled the ball and couldn't quite get it to Aaron Johnson in time. So there is a single to get things rolling for Jacob Larson. This will bring up the left-handed batter, Trey Hussar. Hussar playing left field today. Magnuson comes set. Here's the pitch as it comes in low, ball 1. Coach gives some signals from over at third base. Magnuson comes set, and here's the pitch. That one, low inside, ball 2. Runner on first, no outs here in this Burrow and Jaguar matchup. Back to a 90-minute game and a 5-inning game, whichever comes first, as they check the runner from behind the plate back at first. And the count is 3-0 now. Breeze comes through. This one is going to be low inside for a walk. So Larson advances to second, and Hussar goes to first after 10 pitches here for Magnuson. So Keegan Neva will step up. Where's the number 6? Playing the 6th position. Batting in the 3 slot, though. Nice pitch there by Magnuson. Right down the middle for a strike. No outs and runners on first and second. Magnuson glances back. Here's the pitch. That one, another good strike pitch. 0-2 now the count. Maybe Magnuson's finally found a little bit of a rhythm. Looks back, once again, grounder. Goes past the pitcher's mound, scooped up, trying to scoop it up. Gets him out at second. They pass, I keep saying pass. They throw the ball over to first, but it'll be safe. So Larson is safe at third, out at second on a solo 6 is what that is. And a single for Neva as we come to Cam Van Wetchel, the first baseman for this Jaguar team, with the runners on the corners. 1 out. Pitch comes in for a strike. They try to throw down to second, and Magnuson wasn't expecting that as it zipped past him. Not in time, so a stolen base for Neva. And a strike at the plate for Van Wetchel. Hard swing, strike 2. Good pitch, good cut. Runners in scoring position at second and third. The option here for the infield is a check-and-one situation. This one, low outside, ball 1 to Cam Van Wetchel, a good basketball player for that Jaguars team. Got to see Northern Cass quite a bit during the winter season. Fun to cover those guys, and hope that some of you tuned in are Jaguars fans have probably heard me, as this one is on its way to right field and falls foul. So the count will remain 1-2. So Van Wetchel will remain at the plate. Magnuson gets the ball, and he'll get ready. Larson at third. Hussar was put out at second on a grounder, and Neva standing at second off of the steal. This one low and away, ball 2 for Van Wetchel. Brings the count to 2-2. Both teams, once again, undefeated, sitting at 3-0. Somebody's got to lose in this one as Van Wetchel fouls this back and keeps it at 2-2. The big thing, as we've talked about most of the day, is it's been a little drier down in this southern side of the valley in southeast North Dakota, as Van Wetchel makes a connection there. Shortstop able to grab it, and then he's able to turn around, and that is a great job by Andrew Dulam, who grabs, I'm going to call that a line out to the shortstop. Checks the runners, and they stay put. And we'll move on to Jackson Hill for the Jaguars, and he'll see ball one. Hill will play in right field today. Junior for this Northern Cass team as another low ball comes in, so it'll be 2-0 on the count. 2 outs, runners on second and third. The Burros are leading the Jaguars 2-0 right now. This one, gonna catch the high inside corner for a strike. Hill may be crowding the plate just a bit. He turned his shoulder on that one, wanting to avoid being hit. But the umpire says, no, that's part of the zone. This one going to be low, ball 3. Count is now 3-1 to Jackson Hill. Magnuson says no, now he'll come set. This one high and away, so there's a walk. Little positive reinforcement from the coaches down below. Hillsboro Central Valley is seated below us as we move to Jack Metzger, the center fielder and senior. Runners on all bags. So if they touch any point, they get out of the first inning. This one low and away, ball 1. Alec Magnuson, the pitcher in this contest. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's outside for another ball to make it 2-0. Here's the next pitch for Magnuson on its way, and Metzger will watch a strike fly by and bring the count to 2-1. Excuse me, there is 2 outs on the board and bases loaded. Next pitch finds the bottom side of the strike zone and brings the count to 2-2 as Metzger's watched the last 2 fly by as strikes. In a little bit of a predicament here. Bottom of the first. Here's the next pitch. He'll hit that one. Grounder past Magnuson, scooped up by the shortstop. He'll tag the base again, as we saw him do that before. Good job by Doolum. That's a U6. That's how that's put in. Unassisted shortstop. And for the bottom of the first, there were no runs. And 2 hits. No errors, and 3 left on there in the bottom of the first. We move on to the top of the second after this on YourLiveEvent.com. Burros over the Jaguars, 2-0.
Enderlin Insurance Agency welcomes all the players, coaches, and fans to the Enderlin Baseball Tournament. At Enderlin Insurance Agency, they're here to help you protect what you've worked hard to earn. Whether it's your home, vehicle, business, or a combination of all these, they have you covered. Enderlin Insurance Agency is committed to a high standard of excellence in all that they do and to establish a firm relationship of mutual trust and service with each of their clients. Give Deb or Luba a call today at 437-2444.
The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro is an independent insurance agency. That means they have access to a number of national and regional companies to find you the best combination of price and coverage for your home, autos, or business insurance needs. They also represent Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Sanford Health for your group or individual health insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. Stop by the office at 502 West Caledonia Avenue or call Lee at 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency in Hillsboro, a proud supporter of the HCV Burros.
As we go to the top of the second inning on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it's 2 for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 0 for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Golden Harvest Seed Dealer, Tim Cassette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877. Here's the first pitch of the second inning as it goes to Carter Osland up to bat. Sees a low ball 1. here to start things off in the second inning. This one also low, ball 2. Pitch 30 for Matthew Metzger, according to my unofficial statistics. This one will be a little bit higher than that last pitch to find the zone. Strike 1. Brings the count to 2-1. Makes a connection with it, but this one will fly foul to the left side and hit the fence and be strike 2. So the count will be 2-2 here. First batter on deck is Timothy Mayer. Nathan Cohen. And I realized that I'm on the wrong side. I was wondering what was going on there. So this one fouled back. Now I'll get everything sorted and situated. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is Andrew Doolam. Had a couple of great plays at shortstop as this one goes to the shortstop here. He's going to have to dig it out, and shortstop for the Jaguars, who is Neva, just can't get a hand on it. Must have had a bag of popcorn between games, a little bit of Butterfingers there as that one slips away. So now we'll bring up Alec Magnuson, the pitcher, as he sees a ball here. 35 pitches in for Metzger. Hard swing for Magnuson brings up a strike and the count to 1-1. Runner on first, no outs here in the top of 2. This one low and away, and will get away from the catcher, so Doolam will head off to second. Call that a wild pitch as it was away from the catcher, and that's how it got away from him. Runner advancing to second in scoring position as Magnuson gets underneath the ball. It's skied up into foul territory. Oh, no, it came back in fair. Metzger gets underneath, and so that'll be a pop out to the pitcher. Well, the runner will remain on second, and we go to Kyle Halfley, the third baseman, up to the plate. And then there was light in the press box as the pitch comes in for a strike. Up against Halfley. Metzger glances back to check on Doolam as this one is fouled off by Halfley. And the count becomes 0-2 as Metzger is hoping to set this batter down with another strikeout. He's had 2 so far in that first inning. This one on its way, fouled off once again to keep the count at 0-2. Halfley, in the last game, he struck out swinging in the 6th inning of the 7-inning game. That was against the Thompson Tommies. This one a hard grounder that comes up shy of the mound, and he'll be safe at first. They'll glance over and see if Doolam will stay put, and he will, so there will be runners on the corners on that single. So that'll be good as we go back to the top of the batting order to Gavin Beliles. He was walked on his first at-bat. This one will be a ball as it comes in. Belial square to the plate. Doesn't rock to the back as he bunts this one down the first baseline to keep it away from everybody else. Ooh, as they drive in, it'll be an out as he tries to slide in. That's a nice looking slide by Halfley, but doesn't quite work out. So the bunt doesn't work and gets out two. The runner will score. That's Doolum. But then the out from first base to third base, and that is how we close the top of the second inning. We're going to the bottom of the second inning after this on yourliveevent.com. It is 3-0, the Burros over the Jaguars.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Here in the bottom of the second inning, the Burros did score one off of a sacrifice bunt, but then they tried to advance to third base. That was Halfley who was trying to keep going, but he was just a little too far behind in his running path, as we will go to Carter Osland here now starting, and Magnuson will remain pitching here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. That one a little bit low for ball one. Magnuson puts his toe to the rubber, looks quickly, decides he's going to use whatever pitch that one is. That'll be ball two. And bring our count to 2-0. Magnuson on the throw. This one high, and ball three. As that goes to the backstop, somebody will run and grab that, and we'll get to continuing here. High ball four. And so Osland will take a walk. Carter Osland playing third base today for the Jaguars. And Timothy Mayer will be coming up. To bat, he is catching and doing a good job catching this evening. Magnuson comes set with a runner on first. That one finds the zone for a strike. I was grabbing the lineups earlier, and Mayer got a little nick cut on his knuckle, so they tape that up, got a bandage on it, tape it up. Seems to be doing all right now, as this one's low inside, ball one. So the count will be 1-1 here, and he'll find the ball. Magnuson stopped it with his glove, so the ball's slow roller. They're trying to whip it to first, and they do so, but not in time. That was a nice job for Halfley to come in, and it just got slowed down, and Johnson couldn't quite get to it. Gonna have a pinch runner here. That will be Aaron Busick, the senior, who will now be running on first base in Osland's place. in Mayer's place. Osland is out on second as the first comes in for a ball here to Nathan Cohen. Next one finds the inside bottom corner for a strike. Brings the count to 1-1 here for Cohen, the designated hitter. This one rides that third baseline, lands on the line, they say fair. Rolls to the fence nearby, and that'll score one as he turns and goes to two. So an RBI double for Nathan Cohen.
Following the RBI double brings up number 11, Jacob Larson.
So Osland will come in on that one and get the Jaguars on the board. Mayer, who is replaced by Busick, gets to third place, and we got to fix that third base again. It's a little loose. Is it the third time? Joey tells me it's the third time we've had to fix third base. The number 3, Busick, stands there now, by the way. Runners on second and third. No outs on the board as we go to the top with Jacob Larson here in the bottom of the second inning. Hot pitch coming in. And that'll be strike one. Magnuson comes set. Doesn't even look at those two runners. He's just going to throw the ball, play catch. It'll be a ball as it was just a little low and brings the count to 1-1. Magnuson on the pitch. Hard swing. No dice. Strike two. One-two pitch, swing on. Got to throw it to first, and he's going to be safe as they couldn't gather it up.
Now to bat, number 8, Trey Bouger.
So reaches it on that passed ball as it bounced off of Johnson there. And now the bases are loaded, and there are no outs. Husar sees this pitch come in high and away for a ball. Magnuson comes set, bases loaded, swing, foul ball, strike one to Husar. Husar was walked in the first inning. Then he was put out by an unassisted shortstop touch on second base. This one going to be just a little outside for ball two and brings a count of 2-1. Bases loaded, no outs for the Northern Cass Jaguars here in the bottom of the second. Magnuson throws to the outside of the zone once again for ball three. So the count is now 3-1 to Husar. This grounder, but it goes foul, so it'll be strike two and a full count now for Husar, the left fielder of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Run was brought in on a double from Cohen as the next pitch comes up. This one, a grounder on its way to second. Just got to throw it somewhere. Nice little backwards toss to second to get the out there, but safe at first. So Larson out for out one.
Number 6, Keegan Neva.
But it will be an RBI single for Husar as we see Busick come in, and now we're on to Keegan Neva, the shortstop. This one inside, good eye by him as we go to ball one. They try to throw down to second and not in time, so there's a stolen base for Husar. And so now we've got right. Next pitch comes in, and it'll be outside ball 2 as Joey helps me out with the score, get everything updated, so it is 3-2. 50 pitches in for Magnuson, according to my unofficial pitch count. Low outside ball 3 to Neva. Runners on third and second with 1 out. This one coming in, and that will be a high walk. Well, the bases will be loaded once again as Cam Van Wetchel steps to the plate. Van Wetchel lined out to Doolum on his first at-bat. I don't get to write that down very often, so I figured we'd call it a line drive right to the shortstop as he sees strike 1. It's usually pop-ups. Pop-ups and flyouts. Next pitch on the way to Van Wetchel will be a little bit low for ball 1, brings the count to 1-1. If I'm not mistaken, we've got Cohen at third. You've got Husar at second. As a swing and hit directly into the hands, and another line out for out number 2 here. This time to the second baseman. So a good job there by Walsh being in the right spot. And now there's 2 outs and the bases will remain loaded as we go to Jackson Hill. What I was trying to say is that Keegan Neva is also on first as this one is grounded, and a nice little scoop play, and out number 3 happens just like that. On the 4-6 combination, good job there from Walsh over to Doolum. And that is how we close out the second inning. In that inning, there were 2 runs off of 3 hits. There were 3 left on, and I didn't have any errors. We move on to the third inning, and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros lead the Northern Cass Jaguars 3-2 on the Tim Gazette Seat Sales scoreboard. More action coming up.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Well, welcome back here to the third inning on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken. Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota at the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. Here as Metzger continues to pitch and trying to get out of the way, and leading off is Braden Walsh, and he will be hit by pitch. And so Walsh will walk that one off, and it'll bring Cole Hebel up to bat. This one on its way. Back, and that one is gone. Hard to see as it landed on the third train track, and so a home run, another one today for Cole Hebel for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. My goodness. I was glancing down, trying to figure a few things out, and I hear the crack, look up, and that one was crushed. Just smashed. Well beyond center field. And so that'll put the Burros up by 2 more. 5-2. Up to bat now is Aaron Johnson, who sees strike 1. As Metzger needs to gather himself and shake it off and roll to this next batter. This one, ball goes to the ground to be strike 2 as it rolls foul. So the 0-2 pitch coming from Metzger here. This one, a grounder on its way to shortstop. Gathered up by Neva, thrown across to Van Wetchel, and taking care of business. Out number 1 at the hands of a 6-3, shortstop to first. Great job by Neva and Van Wetchel. Up to bat next will be Gannon Limke. He singled in the first inning. Made it as far as second before he got left on. Low and away, ball 1-2. Gannon. Next pitch on the way from Metzger. Limke finds a piece of it. It's on its way to left field, and it will be a fly out to left field for out number 2. Now we go to Devin Johnson. Here batting in the 6th slot, but the 5 in this inning. This all started with a hit by pitch situation to start things off, and then a home run on the second pitch. As we see ball 1 come in here. Next one going to be just outside of the zone for ball 2. I've got 50 pitches down unofficially for Matthew Metzger. 2-0 pitch. Low and away. 2 outs on the board, nobody on, as the sun officially starts to disappear and the lights make a difference. Metzger's pitch on the way. Hard liner out to center field. It gets past the center fielder, who's Jack Metzger, as he rounds first, comes in and hits the cutoff person. Good job by Metzger to find Neva on the cutoff, but a double here for Devin Johnson, hitting that out to center field. Nice job there. And now we'll have a pinch runner. That'll be Preston Nelson coming in to run for Johnson, as Johnson is the catcher. Andrew Doolum up to bat as he fouls this one off. Coach Walsh almost gets that, but can't quite scoop it up off of the bounce. 2 outs on the board, a runner on second. Metzger glances back at that runner. Now he'll throw home. This one high inside for a ball to Doolum. This one hit hard on its way to left. Gets underneath it. It bounces off the fence. They couldn't get to it. He's going to turn and go to 2. It will score the runner, so it'll be an RBI double for Doolum. Great job. Alec Magnuson coming up to bat. He's been pitching, and last time he popped out to the pitcher. Not sure. Wasn't sure what the delay was there. I guess I saw one of the Jaguar coaches was coming out of the dugout, but no time was called. Maybe he was checking on his left fielder as this one is outside. Ball 1. Don't know if he was checking on that left fielder to make sure that he was all right. The left fielder tonight, once again, is Hussar, as this one is inside. Ball 2. Nelson is the pinch runner on second. 2 outs. Next pitch, low and away, as Nelson took off, slides into third, and he'll get the steal. So, here we are with a 3-0 count and a runner on third. That one inside, and a good look by Magnuson on the walk. This will bring up Kyle Halfley. And again, runners are on each side. Now we're going to have a timeout, and looks like we're going to retire for the night. A good job by Matthew Metzger, and we'll come back and update you on who's pitching next for Northern Cass Jaguars. Right now on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, Hillsboro Central Valley 6, Northern Cass Jaguars 2. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com. Cruise on over to Hillsboro Body Shop, where they work on anything automotive. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. The guys combine for over 25 years of experience with professional, top quality, and timely automotive service. It's Ben and Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call 701-636-4981. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. If it moves and needs work, bring it over to the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call Ben Alba and Tyrell Lee, 701-636-4981. The Hillsboro Body Shop.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad you're with us for the Enderlin Baseball Invitational, as we have got a pitcher who is Jackson Hill. He came from right field and came in. Then they sent out Brock Carpenter to go play in the outfield. So we'll see where Carpenter ends up on the lineup here. Oh, yes. If I flip this over here, then I can see exactly what I need to see. We'll put Carpenter there. Brock Carpenter, the senior, will play outfield. And we'll get back to the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, who are doing some pretty cool things here with runners on the corners and 2 outs. They lead 6-2. Okay, now I've got it figured out where I was screwing myself up in my brain trying to figure all this out, the RBI, and I didn't fill in something there, so a good job by Andrew Doolum, who's standing on third. He had an RBI double to drive in Johnson. That was Devin Johnson, and that's how we got to the 6-2. This is part of your Ryan Opdahl in-game update. Ryan Opdahl, agency at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Call him up, 701-436-5777. For your insurance request, visit with Ryan Opdahl. And, yeah, it's been a good day. Appreciate the in-game update from Ryan Opdahl as this pitch is fouled off for Halfley here. Oops. That was the first pitch. Second one also fouled off for strike 2, trying to close things out. Again, Jackson Hill is our new pitcher for the Northern Cass Jaguars here at the top of the third. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Glance over to third. 0-2 pitch on the way. This one low and away, ball 1. As I say that, they say, I thought they said oh, but they said go, and it's a steal for Magnuson. This one high inside, ball 2. So now the count will be 2-2 as some chanting comes from the dugout. Here's the pitch. This one, a grounder on its way to the second baseman. Scooped up, thrown over to first to Van Wetchel, and there's the putout. Out number 3 comes at the hands of the second baseman and the first baseman. And we'll go back to the top of the order there when we return to Hillsboro Central Valley. But on that, there were 1, 2, 3 hits and 3 runs brought in, 1 left on. No errors. Coming up for the Jaguars, you've got Jack Metzger, Carter Osland, and Timothy Mayer all on the way. This is YourLiveEvent.com. Burrows lead the Jaguars 6-2.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your community Health Mart pharmacy, brings you the feel-good savings on your healthcare needs. Keep the allergies at bay with Health Mart Allergy Relief 30-count tablets, just $14.99. Health Mart Ibuprofen 100-count coated tablets, just $3.99. 100-count pack of Health Mart calcium tablets for just $7.49. You can also get a 2-pack of COVID-19 tests for just $15.95 at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Hillsboro Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning here as the Northern Cass Jaguars will come up to bat. Alec Magnuson remains on the mound. Here he'll be pitching his 55th unofficial pitch to start off our third inning. I think, if I remember right, we were talking about it during the break. We're an hour in. We've got a 90-minute time limit or 5 innings, whichever comes first, which it's beginning to look like it's going to be the first one. We're going to run out of time. So coming to bat is the left-hander, Jack Metzger, playing center. He's been doing a good job playing center. Here's the first pitch as this one's fouled high and to the left for strike 1. Hendrickson Field. Boy, has it been fun to be here. Appreciate that as we see a blooper out to left field. Metzger will round first base, but he'll remain there, so that'll be a hit and a single. Now to left field, Jack Metzger will be camping out on first as Carter Osland comes up to bat. Osland was walked on his last at-bat. Metzger gets his lead off of first. Magnuson comes set on the mound. Metzger's going to go. First pitch comes in as a strike, and the pitch where the throw down will be too hard and low in the dirt, so it'll roll into center field, but A steal nonetheless. Strike at the plate. So with that, the runner is on second, no outs. And the count is 0-1 at the plate. Here comes the next pitch. That one will be a little bit low for a ball. And bring us to 1-1. Magnuson looks at the plate. Here he goes. This one low inside. And that's ball 2. Brings the count to 2-1. Another pitch. That'll be a strike. Fast one, right down the middle. 60 pitches in for Magnuson. 2-2 is the count. Once again, Hendrickson Field, just a character on its own. 370 to left, 325 to center, and 285 to right, with train tracks behind that entire fence line as the count becomes full now on a low inside ball 3. The highway runs behind us as this one is hit high and into the air, and it was kept fair. Fly out to right. They throw all the way across. Does he get it? And he'll stop. Metzger, very fast, makes it to third on that sac fly out. That's to the right field. Good job out in right by Cole Hebel. Advanced the runner on that fly out to third base, and now we see a high inside pitch to Timothy Mayer. Ball 1. Magnuson on the pitch. Low pitch, but swung on for strike 1. Count will be 1-1. We can see Metzger hanging out on third here on the screen now. Fast guy. Hard cut. Strike 2. So the count will be 1-2 for the batter here. Magnuson doesn't want the first sign, but he'll take the second. Here's the pitch. This one on its way to shallow outfield. This one grabbed, and now they'll throw home to stop Metzger, and it will keep him at bay. Out number 2, we'll call that I'll call it a fly out to the second baseman. Second baseman again tonight is Walsh. You could maybe call it a pop out, but I'll call it a fly out. 2 outs on the board and a runner on third. Tying our shoe in center field is Belials. Up to bat is the designated hitter, Nathan Cohen, who sees a ball. Last at bat, he had an RBI double. He was able to drive Osland in. This one, another outside ball. 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the third. They trail by 4. That'll be a strike. Good pitch by Magnuson. That'll bring our count to 2-1 for Cohen. Metzger on third. Here's the next pitch. Just a little low for ball 3. Next pitch from Magnuson. Going to be a strike and fill up the count. Pitch 70 for Magnuson. Magnuson comes set. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. This one high and away. There's a walk. Put a runner on the corners. So here we are. Runners on each side, and now a timeout will be called. And they're going to move things around a little bit, Coach Nathan Walsh will. So we'll take a timeout as well and see how they situate things. 2 outs on the board, runners on first and third. We're going to the top of the batting order when we come back from this break. It's Jacob Larson for the Jaguars on yourliveevent.com. Burrows lead the Jaguars 6-2 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
I'm Jim Berkemeyer, inviting you to join me on a New England Fall Foliage Tour, September 25th to October 3rd. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors before ending our journey in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to learn more about this tour and watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Whether you're looking to protect your home, car, or crop, let agents Dustin Moan and Johnny Jorgensen help guide you to find the best options possible. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. That's hunterinsuranceagency.com. Or stop into Hunter Insurance Agency, located at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
And welcome back as we return here to the bottom of the third. The Northern Cass Jaguars trying to rally a little bit here and come out of this deficit that they're in by 4 as the home team on the board, as we see Gavin Beliles coming from center field into pitch. And hopefully I'll be able to see into the dark night off what's going on in the outfield and who replaced him out at center. And it very well might be Magnuson that just moved straight out. Coming up to bat, Jacob Larson. He is 1 for 2 with a single in the first, as Metzger is going to try to slide in and does so successfully from home on this passed ball. And is able to score. Runner advances to second as well. And draws a little bit closer to close in on that lead that the Burros have here. Thanks for being on yourliveevent.com. We've got one more game after this, and we're glad to bring you more baseball action tonight from Hendrickson Field, as this one comes in low and away. Ball 2. All right, count will be 2-0. Runner on second, 2 outs. This one hit high. On its way down that first baseline, goes behind the building. And foul ball is what's called. So there we go. Okay. Strike 1. So the count is now 2-1 to Larson. Beliles comes set. He's a lefty, which we knew. This one fouled over our heads and onto the highway. That ball is now a prisoner of the highway. And the count will be 2-2. Any Ronnie Millsap fans will get that joke. Next pitch on its way high and away. Turns into ball 3, and the count is now full here to Jacob Larson. Larson on his last at-bat struck out swinging, but the ball was dropped, and so he made it to first. It was good speed by him to run away, and Johnson just couldn't quite gather the ball up, so that's where we were on the last at-bat. He didn't make it back. Well, here we go with a full count pitch on the way. And that one will be just a bit outside. He'll walk. And that'll put a runner on first and second with 2 outs. Here we have Trey Hussar coming up to bat. Bottom of the third inning. 6-3, Burrows leading it as strike one is thrown. Here to Huser, who's been playing left field. Huser is 1 for 1 with a single in the second. He was walked on his first at-bat. This one fouled back for strike two. And Belials would like to throw him a chair here and get things rolling in the top of the fourth. Doesn't want those two as Johnson sends him some pitch signals. Glances back to second. Here we go. This one outside, ball one. Get that one out of your system. And now be able to throw one down the middle here and put this inning away. Belials throws home. This one low. Ball two. Count is now 2-2. Both teams undefeated at 3-0 today as this one check swing and low ball three, and our count is full once again. They did want to check, and the umpire says no, he did not swing. This one going to be too low, so another walk. So now the bases will be loaded. Cohen on third. Larson on second and Hussar on first now. And this brings up to bat Keegan Neva, the pitcher extraordinaire. In this second game, he's playing shortstop. This one over the head of Neva for a ball and past the catcher. They throw, and will they get him? And they throw him out at first as Cohen was just a little bit too slow on that one. And he becomes the out. So we'll see Neva coming back to bat on the next one. And so we will go to the top of the fourth. And, yeah, that's how we're going to go. On that, we had 1 hit, 1 run, 2 left on. No errors. And coming up for the Burrows in the top of 4. We're at the top of the order. It's Belials, Walsh, and Hebel. All on the way on YourLiveEvent.com.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and business. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance. Since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Macville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
K2 Seeds is pleased to help sponsor this broadcast. At K2 Seeds, we appreciate the hard work, competitive play, and good sportsmanship the Burrows present each and every time they compete. Good luck, Burrows, from Chad and Cody Kritzberger at K2 Seeds. In the top of the fourth inning here, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burrows lead the Northern Cass Jaguars 6-3 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Jackson is on the mound pitching as we go to the top of the batting order with Gavin Belials, who just stepped up to the mound for the Burrows. Strike one seen here. Burrows would like to secure a better lead as this one goes over the top of Belial's head for ball one and brings our count to 1-1. Enderlin Eagles getting pumped up for the last game of the night under the lights. Everyone's trying to be quiet and settle down, but it's hard to do that when you've got a game coming up. Strike two on a swing here. As they're going to play, after this game, it'll be Harvey-Wells County that they're playing here at the Enderlin Baseball Invitational. This one low inside, a little skip over the top of it. brings the count to 2-2. Jackson Hill, that's his name. He's pitching, and nice pitch by him as I'm saying that is a swing, and Belials knew that he was going to have to walk back to the dugout, and so there's the first strikeout for Mr. Jackson Hill. That'll be the third total on the night for this game, as up to bat is Braden Walsh. Inside, ball one comes at him. Jumps a little out of the way. We're approaching 9:30. This will be the last inning, if I'm not mistaken, as a strike comes in. As we've reached our time limit, we started this inning just before that time limit of 1:15 before we can start the next inning, so this will be the last one. Swing, foul ball. Strike two. Count will be 1-2 here for Walsh. Walsh is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the first inning. He was hit by a pitch on the last one. Here's a line drive out to left of center. He'll round first and try to get to second. On his way, he's going to get to second standing up. That's a nice toss from center fielder. And it'll be a double for Braden Walsh. So as I'm talking about him struggling a little bit here at the plate, he does a nice job putting that one. And we come to the big man, Cole Hebel, as Hebel had a 2-run homer in the third inning, able to drive Walsh home on a deep, deep home run, as this one is right down the pipe. Strike one. And when I say a deep home run, I mean a deep home run. Way beyond the crow's nest in center field, as this one is high and away for a ball. And so the count will be 1-1. Hill looking for the sign. Says yeah, now he'll go. This one on the ground away, and that'll be a ball and no problem for Walsh to advance to third and get in better scoring position. So the count is 2-1. As we get a piece of this one flying up for Hebel, and that'll be strike two as it goes out of play. One out on the board. 2-2 is the count, and a runner in scoring position at third. This one high, ball three. Hill comes set on the hill. Here's the throw. This one high inside. Goes past the catcher for a walk, but not enough past to make it worth the time of Walsh to try to rush home. So he'll return back to third, and the Jaguars will slow down just a bit. And runners will be on the corners here with one out on the board. Aaron Johnson steps up to the plate for his at-bat. Johnson is 0 for 2 with a fly out to center in the first and put out by the shortstop in the last inning. A strike is called here for Johnson, so good pitch by Hill, but Hebel is going to steal second. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 steals down for this team as the ball here and a score for Walsh. So pass ball scores here for the Burros and advances the runners. Another strike here as I get caught up finally. And this one will be inside. Doesn't hit Johnson, but brings the count to 2-2. Still one out on the board. And a runner at third once again. This one high inside, ball 3, and the count is full. Full count for Johnson. Trying to get on the base for the first time tonight in this game. He'll hit it on its way to left, and that one lands foul. So the at-bat will continue on. That was kind of a good spot. I kind of like the placement of it, but now I feel a little wind, so maybe the wind carried that one. It was just barely foul. I can tell that Chase Miller's excited for this next game. We're going to have fun on this next one. It's going to be good. I'll join him. Joey helping us out. Thank you, by the way. I haven't said thank you in a while, Joey. We appreciate your help. As now we have a walk. And 25 pitches in for Jackson Hill. Mayer, the catcher, will step out, do some signals, let everybody know what the situation is. It's runners on the corners with one out, and it'll bring Gannon Limke up to bat. Limke is 1 for 2. He flew out to left field on his last at-bat, but he had a single in the first that was also to left field. This one going to fly over the third baseman and go into left field. That's right. So it'll be an RBI single for Gannon Limke. Runner will advance to second as well, and we've got the score there. So now we'll go to Devin Johnson, the catcher, with one out and runners on first and second. This one in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch. This one hit on its way. It's going to be far foul. And outside of the fence, next to some vehicles and a few folks that are parked over on that fence line. And the count will be 1-1 at the plate. Aaron Johnson standing on second for the Burros. Standing on first is Gannon Limke just off screen. Hill glances back. Now he'll go forward, high inside, and that'll be ball 2 to Devin Johnson. Next one, inside as he jumps out of the way, Johnson does, and ball 3 brings the count to 3-1. One out on the board. Bouncing ball on its way foul. Coach Nathan Walsh on the grounder. Good reception. He was making up for the last one that he missed and that went hard off of his hand, but recovers using his left hand on that one, actually, as you saw on screen. Here's the next pitch. This one going to be on the top end of the strike zone, and he watches it come in. There's a strike out. Not the way that Devin Johnson thought that was going to go. Thought it was a little high. Umpire says otherwise. It's in my zone. Head back to the bench. Well, Johnson's got some time to gear up now and get behind the plate here in the bottom of the fourth as we go to Andrew Doolam, who is 2 for 2. He had an RBI double on the last at-bat in the third. As he sees a ball come in here. Once again, runners remain on first and second as this one is a grounder to shortstop. It is stopped by the shortstop, but rolls into the outfield, and so it'll be a single to advance runners and load the bases up. Two outs on the board. Bases are loaded with Alec Magnuson up to bat. This one high and outside, or inside, I should say, ball 1. Jackson Hill trying to put some heat behind that. 8-3 the score. The Burros leading the Jaguars here in the top of 4. This will be the last inning as this is a low inside ball 2. Both teams 3-0. Somebody's got to lose one in this one. And will be, I believe, would be the only undefeated team in this tournament. Let me look over at the baseball guru Chase Miller. Is Enderlin undefeated? Okay, so far Enderlin also undefeated, so yeah. No, overall. Oh, no. Okay, so it would be Hillsboro would be undefeated still on their season, continuing the tournament as a strike comes in and brings the count to 3-1. Another strike as Magnuson was ahead in the count, and now we're all wrapped up with a full count. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Magnuson gets a piece of it, but it will be foul and go off the front of someone's grill. 40 pitches in already for Jackson Hill, unofficially. It may be more, it may be less, but not by much. I haven't missed too many. Here's the next. That one right down the middle. And there's a strikeout looking. Good job there. And that is how we close out the top of the 4th inning. When we look, there was 1 hit with 2 runs. 3 were left on. No errors as we go to the bottom of the 4th here on yourliveevent.com. Burros 8, Jaguars 3 on the Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard.
It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com. It's the concert event of the summer in the Brainerd Lakes area. Lakes Jam, June 22nd through June 25th at Brainerd International Raceway.
R&J Broadcasting is the presenting sponsor.
Experience Lakes Jam. For rock and rollers, the main stage features Tesla, Warrant, and Hairball. For country enthusiasts, John Party, Cole Swindell, Gabby Barrett, and Mark Wills. Experience watercross, drifting, and lawnmower racing. For on-site camping, lodging, and tickets, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome back to Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. This is game 6 of 7. That's right, we've got one more coming your way tonight, and we're glad to have it for you on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken, glad to have this play-by-play action for you here with Hillsboro Central Valley and Northern Cass as the Burros lead the Jaguars 8-3, but the Jaguars are coming up to bat. We've got Keegan Neva to lead it off, Cam Van Weichel in the hole. Or excuse me, on deck. And then it's Jackson Hill in the hole. On the mound is Gavin Belials. As the first one comes in, low ball. Second pitch. In the bottom of the 4th, we'll catch the strike zone for strike 1. One pitch is on the way, and now it'll be a second strike. Nice pitch there by Belials. This one fouled away. This one going to be away, high and away, I should say. So the count will be 2-2, and Belilos will be set on the rubber. Neva at the plate, and this one is going to be ball 3. And now the count is full. Nod of the head, say, yeah, let's go with that pitch. Left-handed pitch on the way. This one, a grounder, gets past the mound, on its way to second, gathered up, thrown over, just out of the reach of the first baseman. So that'll turn to go to second. On the error, he'll turn to go to 3, and then they'll toss the ball from the dugout near side here. So a single, and then the first error for the Burros on an E5. That's a second, or E4, excuse me. That's a second baseman. So now we hear from the dugout that the play is now check and 1 with no outs. And the first pitch to Van Wetchel is inside for ball 1. 20 pitches in here for Belilos. Shakes that glove out, got a little dirt in there as he was trying to dive and get the ball on that last play. This pitch just a little bit high. Brings the count to 2-0. Runner on second, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the final inning of this game. That one finds the zone. So the count will be 2-1. Jaguars have some work ahead of them here as a hard swing from Van Wetchel is strike 2. Have to build up off of 5 and see what they can do. Next one going to be just a little low, ball 3. And the count is full once again. Belilos was ready, and then he'll step off. Looks back to second and check on that runner, but not throw. This one going to be low inside for a walk. So Van Wetchel gets a walk. Neva will stay at second. And Jackson Hill will step up to the plate for the Jaguars of Northern Cass High School. Check back to second, now throw home. Swing and a miss on the foul. Strike 1. I saw somebody comment on Chase Miller's tweet. They called this the Palace on the Prairie. This is a very nice ball field. I call Northern Cass's gym the Palace on the Prairie. Man. There's another strike. Great pitch for Belilos. So, count is 0-2. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. A check back at second. Here's the throw home. This one riding this first baseline and going to roll foul, and the Burros are just going to let that fly away. Count will remain 0-2. Lyles checks back, throws home. That one high, ball 1. Trying to close out the game. Gavin Beliles with an 8-3 lead here for the Burros. Still a pretty good crowd. They've gone quiet, but they look pretty good as this one flies towards us, but over our heads as the at-bat continues on. This one a grounder that slips through the gap, and it will drive in one. So there's one for the Jaguars on their trek to bringing in, trying to come back around here. Up to bat now, Jack Metzger, the center fielder. Metzger is 1 for 2 with a single in his last at-bat. Then he made it all the way around the bags as he sees strike one. Beliles looks back. Now he'll throw towards home. That'll be a ball. Count will be 1-1. There are runners on first and second. No outs. Once again, the Jaguars trying to come out of this hole and make it a ball game. This one rolling. And it goes to the third baseman who throws. And then, he bobbled the ball at second. And so he'll be safe. So the bases are now loaded as the Burros almost had an out. And we move on to Carter Osland, who's been playing third base today. Beliles agrees to the pitch. This one going to be high. Nice snag by Johnson. I thought that one was flying to the backstop, but he jumped up, grabbed it. Impressive. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. No outs. Another ball. This one going to be low outside, and we'll wave one in, and that'll be good. As Van Wetchel comes in. Call that on the pass ball. That'll open up first base, so no forces here. Pass ball, PB, in the book. Next one comes in as a strike. And the count will be 3-1 here to Carter Osland. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field, and now he'll be walked for the second time. Well, coming up to bat now will be Timothy Mayer, the catcher for the Jaguars. As we have the bases loaded once again, no outs on the board. This one low and away for ball one. The runs slowly trickle in for the Jaguars, trying to stay alive. This is the last inning, and so they're trying their hardest to keep it rolling. This one just a little bit off the mark for ball two. Next pitch on the way, also a ball, and turns into ball three. 40 pitches in for Beliles. So a 3-0 count. Here comes the next pitch. High outside, another walk. And that will walk one in. So never what you want to do, and this will prompt a visit to the mound. And so we'll see if Coach Nathan Walsh decides to pull his pitcher, Gavin Beliles, or if he's going to leave him in and just talk to his guys and let them relax, shake it off a little bit. We have to finish the game, is what he's got to be telling his guys as we talk here about what's happened throughout the day for today. This is game 6 of 7. In the first game earlier this morning, Enderlin beat Maple River 4-3. Thompson over Kindred Richland 6-4. Hatton Northwood over Oaks 8-7 in sudden death. That was an entertaining game as Oaks came back. Hillsboro Central Valley beat Thompson in the Region 2 game 6-5, and Kindred lost to Northern Cass 3-0 in their Region 1 matchup. We're ready to resume play here at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota. As up to bat is Nathan Cohen, who sees strike one. No outs on the board, and the bases are loaded. Second one will be low inside. Ball one. Next pitch going to come in, and it will hit Cohen. So hit by pitch. He'll go to first. That brings in another run, and just like that, it's a one-run game. Well, this will prompt another visit, and we'll change pitchers here on YourLiveEvent.com. There are no outs on the board, and we've seen 4 runs come in here in the 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th, I should say. But the Burros still have a little bit of a hold on it. It's 8-7 on the Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com. More baseball action.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we return here to the bottom of the 4th inning, there are no outs on the board, but the bases are loaded. 4 runs have been brought in so far by the Northern Cass Jaguars. They trail by 1 now on the Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. I'm Leaf Buck, and glad to have the play-by-play action for you. Hendrickson Field is where we're at in Enderlin, North Dakota, as our new pitcher is Braden Walsh, who is pitching up against Jacob Larson here. And first will be a ball to him. That'll be strike one. So the count will be 1-1. No outs. And the base is loaded. This one, fast inside, ball 2. Walsh does his movements. High inside, ball 3. Count will be 3-1 here. To the batter, Jacob Larson playing first. That'll come in for a strike, and now will be full count. Full count, 3-2. Runner on each base. Here comes the next pitch. This one off the bat and rolls foul. So fly foul will keep the at bat alive, and we'll keep going. Another walk scores, and hate to say it, but another hit also will score. If you're a Burros fan, not good. If you're a Jags fan, that's great. As I say that, first out's going to come here to a swinging strike. Great pitch there for Braden Walsh. Walsh has been playing second base most of the night. Next one will be a high ball here to Trey Husar. In the motion, now to the plate. There's a strike. 1-1 now the count. Loaded bases and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the final inning. As we see strike 2. 10 pitches in for Braden Walsh. Trying to finish this thing out for the Burros so they can get the win. This one high and away, knocked down by Johnson. So the runners cannot come in. They're the runner, I should say. So now the count will be 2-2 after a high outside pitch. Trying to set this batter down. Husar. 1 for 2 as this one flies over the head of the first baseman. Brings one in. Will they be able to get it in time? And a slide in there for not Van Wetchel. That's Mayer. And that is how things close. The Jaguars will remain undefeated and serve the Burros their first loss of the season. Trey Husar with a drive and 2 RBI single. Out to right field and to bring in Osland and Mayer to finish this game off. So, in this final inning, 1, 2 hits with 6 runs, and that'll finish it off here. We'll come back with some post-game report for you, and then we'll get rolling into the last game on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken. The Northern Cass Jaguars beat the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 9-8.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and update. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, planterdoc.com, or call 701-636-2119. Welcome back, everybody, as we close this one out. A win for the Northern Cass Jaguars, 9 over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 8. I'm Leaf Bakken at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin, North Dakota, at the Enderlin Baseball Invitational, I should say, as we get to your post-game statistics, and we'll make it quick as we get to the last game as well for the night, as, again, the Jags beat the Burros 9-8 in the end for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. They had 7 hits with 8 runs batted in. Did a pretty good job. A couple of strikeouts, make it 5 strikeouts on the game between 2 pitchers for, that's for the Jaguars. I always look at that one wrong. There was only 1 strikeout for the Burros on that side, and that was for Walsh there at the end. here we go. We get to your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone, it's how to connect. They're online at halsteadtel.com. The post-game connection, I've got to say, we're going to go with the post-game connection with the ball to the bat of Trey Huser, who knocked that one to right field and was able to drive 2 runs in to bring on that win. So your Halstead Telephone post-game connection is the ball to the bat of Trey Huser to bring in the final 2 runs to take the win. As we move on, we will go to your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge.com is where you can find more information. Enbridge, life takes energy. And your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, I think we've got to jump back and give that to Jackson Hill, who had an RBI single there in the 4th, able to get the Jaguars back and trickling in. And so that's he brought the energy to bring that along and did a good job. Jackson Hill, your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And we move on to your RDK Precision Player of the Game. Now that we get into the field, hopefully soon, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton, call them up, 701-636-2119, if you need any help with your precision plant equipment. It pays to plant with precision. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton. Your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. You know what? I'm going to have to kind of go on a reversal on this. I'm going to give it to Hillsboro Central Valley Boroughs Cole Hebel once again, as he hit that 2-run homer in the 3rd inning, and that was a deep one this time. He had 2 home runs on the day, so congratulations to him. He did a good job. And once again, it'll be a win for the Northern Cache Jaguars as they advance to 4-0 on the season, and the Boroughs drop to 3-1. Not a lot of baseball being played in the northern part of the valley or northern side of Region 1 and any part of Region 2, really. And so it's been fun to have some baseball today. Hey, we're going to wrap things up here, and we'll be coming back with more baseball action. I'll be joining Chase Miller on the next one. It's Harvey, Wells County, and Enderlin for the nightcap. It's 10 o'clock. This is YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks so much for you and sticking around, and thanks so much to our sponsors. We have more baseball action on the way.